Hi, Thumos. Welcome back. We got some oats. We got some bananas, protein, honey, sun. Still, God is good. Welcome back. So, today we're going to chill out, man, and talk about this need, I think, for constant validation. The fuck am I saying? Not validation. Revelation. Constant revelation. You don't always need it. You don't always need it to have a eureka moment. And is that not exactly what we're doing on YouTube, scrolling through Instagram, trying to have some like epitome? Why can't I speak today? Freaking yeah. What's that word? Epiphany of like what you need to do. Like you're missing a key ingredient to life. And I'm thinking that it's just wrong, dude. Take this bowl of oats, for example. I know I got to get this in, all right? I'm in the Sun and Steel Challenge with the brothers in the High Thumos group. I'm not going to let them down. I got to make a transformation. I'm working out. I got to eat good. If I don't eat this bowl of oats, if I don't hit my calories, if I slack and I go to Chipotle and eat a bunch of junk food and beer, I'm not going to make a transformation. I know what I have to do, and I've heard it from 100 other guys. But what I need is accountability. And that's why we do the check-ins. That's why we have a whole channel dedicated to nutrition. I got to do it. The guys got to do it. Accountability. So I think a lot of us know what to do. But I think we're stuck in this cycle of constantly, well, we want someone to tell us what we're missing. We think like someone else has the answers that we don't. It's not true. What I've realized is you want to make discoveries through action. Like you want to live, and by living, life will show you, hey man, this is what you need to do. Like what failure teaches you, you only get by trying, because when you don't try, you don't fail, right? So you fail or you mess up and you have to deal with like chaos. Once you begin to deal with chaos a number of times, well, you're better able to handle chaos. And that's when you start to feel competent and skilled and crafty and savvy. And I think really the modern world, like it really pays to be someone that can thrive in chaos, because there's a lot of new things. There's a lot of new things, you know, that we have to discover for ourselves. And technology is evolving, advancing. People are changing. The times are weird. And if you're just stuck and stagnant, well, you get left behind. So I think it's very good. Back to the main point, it's very good to discover knowledge through life, not by these one-sided things. You know, that's one problem I have with this. You guys here watching me, I don't get to talk to you, okay? I'm no idol, I'm no one special. I'm just a man trying to figure out life, protecting the spirit, the thumos. But these one-sided relationships, dude, it's like, it's not natural. Truth is discovered through conversing, through having conversation. That's one of the reasons in the High Thumos Brotherhood that I consider it the heart, the voice chats. That's the heart of our group, and why I like to have the guys come on, and we have this every freaking day of the week. People in voice chat talking. Some people are silent, some people are just speaking, but I think that right there is what we need most, is to have conversation. Back to what I was saying. You know what you have to do. Legitimately, I think a lot of you know what you have to do. The key is doing it, not cleverly procrastinating with some other bullshit way. You know, on the phone, these phones, dude, this freaking 4-corner window. Imagine if you had this thing back when there was kings and queens, dude, or back like 1,000 years ago. You'd be a freaking wizard. You could just peer into this little, you'd be the oracle. I'd be an oracle. And I could peer into that thing and see all this shit. But the phone, man, can be used for good. But for the masses, it's a weapon of mass distraction. The phone is. A lot of us, we're young, we're ambitious. We want that revelation, but we know what we have to do. So it becomes a distraction. So I would say, quit searching for tips and tricks. Seek out accountability. Seek out. There's a good analogy. Like, I went to a new jiu-jitsu gym when I moved, and they're all killers. There's only like a couple white belts. I'm a 3-stripe blue belt, and I'm kind of low on the ranking, dude. I'm getting my ass handed to me. Like, I'm putting up a fight, but man, these guys are skilled. These guys aren't my friends. They don't know me. There's no locker room for us to talk, but guess what? My jiu-jitsu is getting better. I'm getting skilled. I'm getting better at takedowns and defense and actually pinning. Right? A lot of times in life, you don't need more friends. A friend is very close to a fiend. I've said this in a previous video. I think you don't need the comfort of a friend. A lot of guys will say this on YouTube, I don't have no social circle, I don't have any friends. You don't need the comfort of friendship right now. What you need is brotherhood. Seriously, you need people that maybe aren't your friends, but they are living a life that is similar, like the path is similar, and they're going to hold you accountable, and they're harsh with you. I think that's very serious for whatever you're doing. Like, could be your at your job in the trades, could be online, High Through Most Brotherhood. It could be at your dojo. It could be at school. I don't know, your fraternity. A lot of these guys probably messing around though, effing off. But you need other people. Maybe you're not best of friends with, maybe you don't know that well and have all this history, but they're on a similar path and they push you to be better. Because that makes you uncomfortable and it makes you not want to fail. When you have friends, dude, you got a bunch of fiends around yourself, it's easy just to goof off. Drink, smoke, watch a movie, play a game together. You're not growing, you're stagnant. So, a lot of you guys, what you have to do. You just gotta start doing it. You gotta freaking, instead of reading all the books, start writing the book. Instead of watching a shit ton of YouTube videos, go and make the freaking videos. All right? Instead of all the how-tos and tips, start figuring that shit out by actually failing and getting some feedback from the trial and error. Like, it's your life, man. It's really your life. It's not always black and white. You got to figure this shit out. And a lot of guys are getting way too stubborn and rigid. But again, as the world evolves and more chaos comes, the winners are going to be the guys that can adapt in that chaos. Not the guys who are stuck, always worry, oh, bro, you can't eat your freaking oats. Dude, oats are going to lower your testosterone. No, it ain't. No, it freaking ain't. All right? And you get worried about all this weird stuff. Dude, that's minuscule. It doesn't matter. There's bigger things to worry about. There's this spirit. Like, it's like we've lost our spirit. We become so logical, scientific, put so much, we put all this science to become a religion where we almost lose our spirit. Dude, there's something to be said about bro science, The bros were right. When I had the best physique of my life? When I was a freaking bro. When I was doing, when I was just going in the gym, freaking hitting chest and arms. I had the biggest freaking arms, dude. Biggest freaking arms. There's intuition in the man, in the body. There is, the spirit affects your belief. The belief impacts the way that you think, and your thoughts impact your actions. And what's happening is a lot of the spirit is being taken away from the men. And one of the reasons is because we're not living. We're too rigid. We put too much trust in science. We put too much trust in the rational thinking, the code, the algorithm, instead of living with more spirit, more thumos, more love even, more understanding. We're humans, dude. There's a freaking human element to this all. Not everyone watches the same Joe Rogan clips you watch or the Huberman Lab podcast that you watch. And now you go around spouting, oh dude, don't eat grains. Don't eat, don't take that set to failure. You're never going to grow muscle. Or, there's a bunch of arguing. Like, we're humans. We're supposed to freaking figure shit out together, not try to always appear right and escalate our value by having this, like, wealth of knowledge that's not even that deep. It's just there because we watched a bunch of videos and read some books on a subject. And so that spirit, though, man, like, that spirit's getting thrashed around. And it's coming to a point where it's going to, I call the Thumos Brotherhood, we are the protectors of the spirit. POTS, for short, dude. Freaking Bravo 6 POT team, dude. Protectors of the spirit. We've got to do it. We've got to protect the spirit. Because it's getting tough to have spirit these days. To really have spirit and let it live in you and guide you. It says in the Bible, renew your mind. Renew your mind every day, right? Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. What does that mean? Well, listen, your mind is getting renewed, whether you like it or not. Everything you watch, everything you take in, they say magic, like M-A-G-I-K, that dark magic, that witchcraft is symbols. I think this is like chaos magic, symbols. Maybe you guys have looked into a bit of occult, but listen, freaking symbols, even the McDonald's logo, freaking Starbucks, all these logos have, when you see it, it makes you feel something. An image can go into the mind, imprint itself on the mind, make you feel something. There's a lot of image, there's a lot of symbolism. I think the Freemasons, part of their symbolism, part of what they were trying to do with the community is to, with all the symbols and the statues and the icons, they were trying to push your mind towards the highest good and possible way of living. They were trying to protect the spirit. What I'm trying to do with the High Thumos group. And I think that we need to be aware of this how the mind is transformed by the things that we see, we intake. So it says to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. How are you transformed when you're watching all these shorts, all these videos? I think it was Soren Kierkegaard that said that if you're always busy, you don't actually value your life. If you're too busy, you don't value your own life. Had to think about that, so I'm still thinking about it. Like, if you're too busy, you don't value your life. Man, I don't even got an answer for you. Think about it yourself. Just want to share that with you. We got to renew our minds. There's a thing I call the sacred hour. In the morning, you wake up, you give yourself the sacred hour. If you're in a rush for work, fine. You still drive to work without the freaking news or some, music playing in your ear. Give yourself the sacred hour, man. Take reign and take your life and put it up. This is a new day. Holy shit, wow, amazing. I don't need to just escape through music, other podcasts, other people's thoughts. Let me just think. Let me be with the muse. During the sacred hour, you meet with the muse. You have a meeting with the muse. Your muse. Not music. Not someone else's muse, someone else's art. You let your muse, you let God speak to you. Some people used to believe that you had a freaking angel living inside of you. Seriously, like a daemon, like some force living inside of you that would cause you to want to create and be filled with inspiration in the spirit, you have a muse inside of you, but that has to show up, and its voice is quiet. And if you're not there to capture it, the day will pass you by in a flurry. It says in the Bible, "Be still and know that I am God." During the sacred hour, you are still, and you feel the presence of a higher power. You feel that life has meaning. So that's it, man. Let's wrap it up. Listen, renew your freaking mind in the morning. Don't waste your life. Your life has meaning. All right? You know what you got to do. You just need accountability. You need people to push you. Guys, if you're not in the group already, come join us. We've been around for 2.5, 3 years now. I want you guys to actually become brothers. Like I want to develop trust and bonds. That's why when you reach level 80, which a lot of guys have already, you have free access for life. All right? You pay the membership dues for a while. You reach level 80, you level up by completing challenges, by being helpful, by being funny, by attending meetups, by having a transformation, by just being an overall good, high thumos member. And then once you reach level 80, it's free access for life. I love to talk with you. Let's figure some shit out. There's always a way out. I'm convinced of that. Stop looking for those constant revelations. When the time is right, it'll appear, okay? You just got to do what you know to do today. And keep going down that path. Problems will present themselves where you need to go deeper in your knowledge, right? Of a certain thing. You may need to become more skilled, but a lot of this stuff you just need accountability. All right, so that's it. Let's freaking get it, man. Keep it high, Thumos. Enjoyed talking with you guys today. Cheers, peace. Let's get it.